Talk after that. Let's do it. Oops. Okay. Down. Okay. Nice. Okay, let's try and save. I'm seeing one or two things so far we can work on. It's nothing huge, which is good. Oh, I'm throwing. Oh, okay. Nice. Forward throw, okay. Jump, yeah. Good catch. Oh, not like this. It's all good, bro. Oh, I'm sad. Could have killed you right there. And it. Yep. Oh, I'm sad. Just wanted to dash up and do that. Oh, we're both wild. I'm more wild, so okay, it's all good. Spacing. Nice, nice. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Okay. The first thing I want to look at is just getting out of juggle situations. As far as Joker's options, yeah, I think he has the most in the game, realistically, as far as having jump, air dodge, guns down, rebel's guard, and like an aerial of some sort, typically nair. When I had you at mid stage, more often than not, you were really quick to double jump out of disadvantage. If it was like a combo that was close to the ground, if I was getting like up tilt into like nair or up air, you would go for an air dodge. But if you got sent up high, you'd be using your jump way up here. Okay, and the reason why that isn't good as far as using your jump super high, it's one thing if I chase you. If I chase you like that and try and hit you, then sure. But if I'm staying on the ground, if I'm down here and I'm not chasing you at all, if you're going to use your jump, you want to use it in a way that's at least going to try and fake me out. And what I mean by that is try and use it closer to me, right? Because if I'm like, let's say right here, and I go for an up tilt and you jump right here, I'm going to try and, let's say, hit that up tilt or go for like an up smash or something that's closer to the ground. Versus if you use your jump way up here, I know you don't have a jump now, right? So I don't have to really guess as to where you're going to land. All you can really do to mix me up is go like this, right? Or you can try and come down with like an aerial, or you can come down with Rebel's Guard. If you come down with Rebel's Guard or an aerial, though, if I shield, it beats both of them. As far as Rebel's Guard, we just don't hit each other at all. I get a grab or something out of shield afterwards. Or if with the aerial, you land on my shield, right? So jumping is not necessarily wrong. I'd like to see you use it closer to the ground, right? So if you're trying to get out of a juggle situation, I guess the all-encompassing point would be to not panic when you're being juggled. If you're being comboed, and this is a different thing, if I'm comboing you, and let's say I'm doing like up tilt into like an immediate up air, if you try and air dodge out of that, that's totally fine. If you try and jump out of that, that's also totally fine. But if I hit you, like, let's say with an up smash, or a down tilt, or, I don't know, an up tilt, and you're at like, I'd say like 130, like something that's not going to actually kill you. Like up tilt into up air, I might get, but like it's not very likely. In that case, I wouldn't be using my jump right away, right? You have some time to see what I'm going to commit to. So just take your time when you're in the air. You can also just use your aerial drift. You'd be surprised how much you can get away with things by just moving out of the way. Just literally just using your control stick, right? So I would say that's just like an overall balance type of thing as far as getting out of disadvantage. It wasn't terrible. It's just something that you can clean up pretty easily by just throwing in other things. If you do come down with guns down a couple times like you did, that's also fine. I think you did one guns down into a back air and you caught me, so that was good as well. Coming down with just an air is also totally fine. Retreating to platforms, if you have to go to the ledge, that's also good too. As far as out of shield options, there's quite a few times where I landed on your shield, and I think we were on the platform at one point. Right here, you dropped shield, turned around and forward tilted me, right? I would have rather seen you go for a back air to shield there just to be safe, because the fact that you had time to do that, I'm not sure what I did, but it had to have been incredibly unsafe. In most cases against other characters, you're not going to have time to do that. So I think it worked because I tried to swing on you when I really shouldn't have, but I'd rather see you back air out of shield, okay? Not necessarily just on platforms, but in general. If you are in this situation, let's say if I hit your shield with like a forward tilt or dash attack or anything that is not safe, back air out of shield. Right? Back right of shield's frame 10, and then in front of you, you have up smash as well. If you want to go for a different aerial at a shield, you can go for full hop and then come down with a nair. You don't really want to go for a rising nair because you don't really get a whole lot out of it. It's also frame 13, so if you're going to go for something that's frame 13, you might as well go for a landing nair instead, because if you happen to land that landing nair, let's say if I try and hit your shield with like a dash attack, or I come and go for like a forward tilt and then I spot dodge, I'm going to miss. Like during that spot dodge, you're going to outlast it with your jump, and you catch the end of it with your nair, then get like a grab or something afterwards. Okay. A situation like that, jumping away is totally fine. Right? If I'm really going to try and get up there fast, then you can jump away from that, right? It's not really a juggle situation, it's more so a combo, potentially, if I can get there. But now, right here, you try to jump out, you don't have a jump, so I can basically just go to town. So you did get your jump back eventually. Touch the ground, I think. Oh no, I'm dead, I think. Yo, okay, I'm still living. Let's get out of here. He's almost dying. Yeah, I don't mind it.
I meant to do turn around back here.
Yeah, I'm dead. Good catch. Okay. We'll keep going. So you saw a couple times there that when you did lose your jump, or when you, I guess, were in a juggle situation and you tried to jump out preemptively and you got caught, things can get pretty bad. So there's two situations where that can happen. Like if you're trying to jump out of a combo, you did lose your jump, and then other times when you're super high up. The one time it did save you because it would have been a combo for like the up throw into double jump up air. If I'm gonna commit and you see my double jump come out, then by all means go ahead and double jump away from that, right? But if I'm just staying on the ground or walking around, go going for full hops or short hops. If you try and jump like at the top of the blast zone, there's no real point. It's right there. When I came down like that, it's kind of a very specific situation. Back air to shield actually probably wouldn't have worked. It was not a very well spaced back air on my part though, so it might have. But you could have maybe dropped shield, turn around and grab, because I was definitely going to stay in shield to not get hit by a back air, just because I was a pretty bad down air on my part. Right? It's a very quick play, but just a small thing like that that could have got you some stage control, potentially gotten you, actually probably not a kill with a grab, but some sort of juggle situation or ledge trap situation. It should have been a down tilt. Oh, okay, I'm still living. And yeah, there's just like little sneaky things that you gotta look out for. And of course, I don't think I've done that yet as far as the wall jump back here from the ledge. As those things come into play, you'll know, okay, if I'm gonna stand this close to the ledge, and this is where the ledge trapping thing comes in to play a little bit, what we were talking about before. If you're going to be ledge trapping me where you should be standing, or if you want to stand up close, what you should be expecting, right? So whether or not it's Falco or anybody that can necessarily wall jump, if they have the ability to come up to the ledge and hit you with something, or maybe even have a command grab and go for a suicide, or grab you and hit you off of the platform or something like that, like if it's Bowser or whatever, those are things to definitely be careful of, right? If you're going to stand up close and someone has a command grab, for example, if you're going to stand right here, you either want to jump over the command grab or spot dodge or dash back. So if let's say it's an Incineroar who's doing something like this to try and grab you and I don't know, cheese you off stage or launch you across the stage, then you should be ready for that. If you want to stand here and bait it, that's totally fine. But start baiting them, right? Whether you're jumping, throwing out an attack of some sort, maybe not down tilting, but in your case forward tilting, or going for back airs. And as soon as they're at the height that they could try and catch you, dashing out of the way, spot dodging, going for a full hop and coming down with something, right? In the case of Falco, or anyone who's going to do like a wall jump back air, you could just shield, right? Shield, then nair to shield. If you did, let's say, nair to shield there, you would have put me like basically right here, right? And I would have had no jump. So I would have got sent somewhere like right here with no jump. So I'd have to side B like that, or I would have had to up B from like here. Both of those are terrible. If I happen to side B, you can down smash and I'm dead, right? Or if I do happen to up B from like here, what I would do, I'd probably go for a down air, honestly, even with base Joker, because you're going to send me so far away that I'm not going to be able to make it back. And it sends me low and far, so I probably end up like right here, like that. Right? If you hit me with another nair, I probably, well, depending on my percent, I probably wouldn't die just outright because I would be able to side B first, right? I'd be able to do this, right? And then if I had to go like this, I'd still be able to. So down air like this would be fine. If you did have time to go like this with a back air, then I'm guaranteed dead. You could also go for Rebel's Guard, right?
Or down gun maybe.
You can try and down gun against Falco. It's only okay if you're like super close to me and I happen to get put into a tech chase situation or just a tech situation against the stage. If I miss my tech, then yeah, I'm dead. But if I don't have to tech, I can just up B again, and I'll be up Bing from like right here. And you might get caught in it as well, right? If you're doing guns down from too far away, I'll just flinch, in which case I can just up B again, and it doesn't really send me anywhere. It's not bad, but against Falco's recovery, it's not the greatest. If you're going to go for it, I should be super low. I should be like down here. And then I'm just getting sent lower and lower and lower, and I can't make it back.